we know that it has been a slightly subdued festive season. Demand, because of the elevated prices, has come off a bit. But how is the situation on ground?
The price levels 20% above, in the last few months, is acting as a severe headwind for any substantial increase in demand. So our expectation is that it will be subdued. It will continue to be subdued. It will be better than what it was last quarter.
Typically, you have seen in the past when it hit that 2,000 number or 3,000, the consumers become the new normal. And last 3 days, there's been a decline in the gold rate, but still substantially higher than last year. About 2,000 rupees per gram reduction in the last 4 days. But so it's taken off some pressure of the rate of gold. And therefore, I'm seeing, and plus, one is seeing a new trend in the market where consumers are shopping closer to the date of the festival.
The drivers of price and demand seem robust. Demand will face some headwinds, as Sandeep said. People will get used to the new normal, and because of the season, there is a stickiness of demand, and that will come back. And as we have already done a study in the past, gold demand in the long term is more is affected more by income than by any other factor. And we all know that incomes are going to keep going up in India because of our GDP growth. So it is sustainable, I would say.
Where would you place your medium-term targets on gold?
I do think that it is quite likely that we'll be here in a range that's going to be no more than about 5% down, but potentially 10% up from here. I do think that 1,600 by the end of next year is quite possible. Where we'll be at the end of this year, I don't have a crystal ball because so many things can work in so many different ways, and some are very good for the economy, some are very bad for the economy. The key thing I'm looking for right now is in not just Brexit, but the trade deal with China, the phase 1 deal, to be actually signed in the middle of November. And depending on how the markets react to that, if the Federal Reserve is quite likely not going to cut further in December. And so I think that we might be range bound for the end of the year.